All right. Wow, check that out. Someone actually beat us into the studio tonight. Robin Higginbottom. First in. Jeremy Sather right behind her. And our good buddy down in Florida, Gary Rayfuel. Jeff McKinney in the house. Jeremy Sather, Minnesota, checking in. Good to see all you guys, man. We are on Turkey TikTok countdown. Everyone's getting ready to fatten up with the Thanksgiving holiday. But we got one more show to get in. Mr. Josh Boggs checking in with us. Salty Badger in the house. Good to see all you guys. Hope everyone has a killer holiday lined up. I know we're all chomping at the bit. I actually started, Mark, you're going to be so impressed with this. I started my very own pickled eggs this year. Purple pickled eggs that I'm going to make into deviled eggs. So I'm going to double death.
Just what you need, another hobby.
Purple pickled deviled eggs. So good. Greg White checking in from Lago Vista, Texas. Dennis Stauber. Hey, Greg, I got to tell you, that coffee, buddy, big hit here at headquarters.
I got to tell you.
Oh, so much good stuff to get through tonight. We got some feature bikes, some products. We are, as I speak, warming up the heater in the Grease and Gears garage for what looks to be a lovely winter of enjoying garage time. And man, I can't wait. After how busy this year was, I am dying for some garage time. Mr. Tom Banks in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. We're going to be coming down your way to spend some time with you real soon. Greg White, absolutely. Order some more of that coffee. Hey, listen, you're watching Shop Talk, but I got to tell you something. There's big news on the horizon here. 15 different channels for over 250 episodes we've been broadcasting this show, and it's about to change. Because of the algorithms of social media, you actually get penalized for duplicating the posts that you do in the live broadcast. So we're going to be cutting back to just a few channels. So the place that you're watching Shop Talk now, next week may not be there. So you want to make sure to check us out at Cycle Source Facebook or YouTube, or obviously through the studio sponsor, Dennis Kirk. And we'll also have a stream still on Law Tigers. But we're cutting back on a lot of the other streams. So everybody watching through Lone Star Rally, the Iron Horse, you know, there's going to be the Broken Spoke. We're going to cut a bunch of that stuff back. So make sure you mark your calendars, make your adjustments, head over to the Cycle Source Facebook page so you keep getting Shop Talk. Or, here's the big news, the place that you can watch it is Grease and Gears TV. That's right, I'm going to say it again. You're going to hear me say it all through the show because we're just so happy. After, you know, I was talking about that, Mark, today. Over 12 years we've been working on the premise of Grease and Gears TV. 12 years. You've been listening to my stupid face.
We've been talking about that since the garage was open.
Josh Boggs, I love him. Fuck that algorithm. I can't figure it out. Amen, baby. All right, so we're just 58 seconds until we start this one off, man, of what looks like an amazing show from here. Glad you guys are with us. Glad we're just days away from Turkey Day. The Carrie Schindler. Hi, Chris and Mark and Heather. Carrie, we were just talking about over 12 years we've been working on Grease and Gears TV, and she'll remember that because all the way back in Lone Star Rally, she used to sit there and hold the camera while we did all our dumb shit.
I just moved my Pandemonium work shirt.
Right. Tim Skates in the house. So with what are we down to here? Where's the countdown? Somebody, 20 seconds. Jesus. I'm about to be late.
You babbled your way right through that one.
Let's get this one out of the station and up on the tracks. Let's go live with this week's episode of Shop Talk. Here we go. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It is just after 9 p.m. on the East Coast. That means it's time for America's first and favorite motorcycle news and entertainment program, Shop Talk. I'm your host, Chris Callen, with Cycle Source Magazine, coming to you live from the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio, joined by my ever-faithful crew. They got turkey on the brain. Look at all of them.
Hey.
Sort of feeling a little bit like a turkey. It's about 1,100 degrees in here.
Oh, I should have had a turkey. I don't have a turkey
You don't have
sound
a gobble,
effect.
gobble, gobble.
Damn it! I have. Well, that'll do, right?
Are you killing a cat? What the hell was that? What the hell?
Buddy Johnson is here.
Oh my goodness!
Awesome.
Hey, buddy.
David Crum wasn't sure if this was still a thing.
Well, where you been, David? We've been here like.
You mean Shop Talk, Cycle Source Magazine, or Grease and Gears TV, or Chris and Heather and Mark?
Or you mean the internet?
Because
It could be any of those things.
oh Jesus! So yeah, listen. Carrie says that she's sending you some new shirts, Mark.
Nice.
Jason
Yeah,
Holman
like,
in with us.
Seriously, just moved that shirt
Right.
before I came here. This shirt was right next to it.
So if you guys are wondering what we keep talking about here, Grease and Gears TV is a brand new thing that we've launched through Roku and iOS, Android, Fire Stick, the whole deal. It's nonstop, kind of like Netflix, but for motorcycle people, for custom motorcycle people. And you can check it out. Lots of good stuff. Get over there today.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not put my
Don't show
password
everybody your password, dude. Seriously.
But look at all that stuff. And Shop Talk is actually playing on it right now. You can watch Shop Talk as it's live on Grease and Gears TV, but so much good programming. And here's the deal. It's not Chris and Heather and Mark TV. It's Grease and Gears TV. So we got a lot of other content creators that have shared in this with us that, you'll see all different kind of stuff. We're hoping that it's a great source for the V-Twin community and continues to bring you original programming. To that end, if you happen to sign up from now until the last day of December, you have an opportunity to get the one and only pair of white knuckler knives that were made specifically for Grease and Gears TV. You'll automatically be entered into this, but there's all kinds of prizes that we give away. Every month we pick a dozen or so people out of the ranks of our subscribers, and they get prize packages. So go check that out. I won't drone on about it.
I don't know. Let me
thank
tell you,
God.
the other day, he stopped at my house, yelled at me, because if anybody knows me, I don't check,
This is
read,
great.
do any of
No.
it. Like, my first question to Chris normally is, you still doing that dumb magazine? He finally signed everything up, got it all going, got it on my Roku, got everything running, and he left, and I sat for probably 3 hours and just watched the little interviews and stuff. Dude, there's so much more to it than, shop stuff, and like to get to the inside, the behind the scenes stuff. Go check it out. You'll be shocked, man. It's super cool.
I have to tell you, Mark, like I was actually impressed because as we sat there so Mark absolutely telling the truth. He wasn't signed up or anything. Even though we've been on this whole thing, this quest to get this channel, I had to sit there and fill it all out for him. And watching him see all this stuff for the first time, it was like, I have to say,
I mean, I've seen it,
I
but
could tell.
like
I
in
could tell
that
you
situation.
approved.
I've seen this stuff, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm supporting every bit of it, and I'll be there through all of it. But I don't watch anything unless it's somebody getting murdered, or I had to pull myself away from Kennedy for tonight. But just to see that, and again, not just the three of us. For Christ's sake, if I never had a picture of me taken ever again, it wouldn't bother me. But to see the shops, to meet the people, and see what's behind them compared to. Dude, it's totally awesome.
That's one of my favorite things. Like we do a lot of stuff with just straight up guys in garages, right? Mm-hmm. And that's one of my favorite things because you forget, especially when you've been doing it as long as some of us have. We went through the whole rock star builder phase, and when everybody was a celebrity and everybody was going to be a bike builder.
Whatever.
But really, the basis of all of this was always just
The
regular
garage.
blue collar people in garages, like making cool shit.
Yeah.
One of the things that I mean, granted, it's something that we've been working fairly hard on, but one of the things that if I had to pick that I like the most about it is that there's nothing is scripted. Not one single program is scripted at all. It's all just natural and organic, and people showing, whether it's us that did the footage or somebody else like Professional Monkey or
Yeah,
Lowbrow
just regular
or
people.
whoever it is. There's none of it scripted drama, and that's one of my favorite things about it because, I mean, if I want to watch soap operas, I'll sit on the couch at 3:00 in the afternoon. And
So,
Dude, and the other thing I think is that if anything came out of this, which I think would be super cool, would be to get, like me and Chris had talked about for years. Like I said, 12 years might even be. I remember the shop was still open when I had the body shop talking about this, doing it like, dude, we need film and everything that we do. For us to jump in the van and take a week and run around to these little garages. I'm not talking about, the big shops, cool, the whole 9 yards. Man, let's go check out these little guys behind their house building some of the coolest shit. That's what I'd like to see, a whole episode of nothing but unknown builders in their backyards,
I love that.
Oh my God.
I think
So
we
there-
should do that
listen.
with the garage builders, the top 12
Wait.
garage.
Oh, we already
Let's-
said that. We've already had that.
Let's say this out loud before somebody else comes along and steals the shit
Oh,
off
but
of
you
us.
mean like the snowmobile that?
we're gonna do a series called Unsung. I'm naming it right now.
Oh boy.
So that we can put it on the books that we're going to do a series called Unsung of guys in their garages. So none of you
I love
restless
it.
pricks can take that off. of us.
Somebody's gonna try
Love
and
it.
steal it.
Yeah, they'll just call it unsung or whatever.
So Jason Holman had a great comment here. I got to go back a second. Mark is like an 80-year-old stuck in a 50 body.
50. Well, I feel 80. Huh? I feel 80. I can tell you that.
Well, he's saying you look 50. So either you look great for your age or you're acting like a dick.
Both.
I'm not sure.
I've been working on it.
Jason, would you clarify?
Ashley Woodford, are you coming to the Prowl in Bisbee? When is it, Ashley? It depends.
Prowl.
That was it too, huh?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, shit.
Vaughan Transport, thank you very much. He liked all the talks on board the ship. He actually transported Lionel's bike this year.
Yep. And
Very cool.
and we are excited too. If you guys haven't heard about that great program that kicked off this year with the High Seas Rally, they're going to be building 4 and 24. So Magic Mike, Pat Patterson, Rick Bray, Xavier Muriel, all building a motorcycle that will be given away to passengers on the ship. So 4 of them this year. And if you saw Magic Mike's post just this evening, I don't know how that man builds motorcycles so fast because
he's cool, man. He built some cool shit too.
yeah, so he's got a great head start on the whole deal. So
Yeah, Mike's pretty awesome. I like Mike.
Robin Higginbottom, back when they were showing the biker battleground of Phoenix, Hatred Custom was my favorite of the featured builders. Nice, small shop, and innovative. Jason Holman, I meant that he had to have Chris set up his Roku.
Dude,
Well, and this is what's pitiful about it. We're both 80-year-old men. We're both sitting there swearing at the TV. Neither one of us can read. We're sharing a pair of glasses.
yeah,
Which is
I have
not
no
actually-
internet.
At Smokeout, he's trying to set up a screen in the Legends Gallery. And the Legend
In
Gallery
Spanish.
is open. And it's in Portuguese. I thought Chris was
gonna
going to
lose my
his
mind.
bloody mind.
I was going to lose my mind. And just luckily, one of our friends walks up, and his wife happens to be Portuguese.
Yeah.
And can speak the language. And
So
she
we got
walked
her
me
on
through it.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, this is what, Friday? Is that
Yeah.
what it was? So this is day 54 of Heather and Chris trying to kill each other. So it worked out absolutely perfect because when this dude come up, it de-escalated the explosion that was getting ready to happen. So it was pretty awesome. Strange how things work out that way for you.
Yep.
So Ashley Woodford, in her comment about the Prowl, says, you want to see cool, true choppers built by no-names, that's the show to be at.
Well-
here's my thing about this, and I'm going to get off on a little rant. There's a couple things that you're saying there. True choppers and the definition of cool. Like, this is something that I'm getting away with, and I'm not talking about you because I know you and your old man are great people.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't pick on
No,
Ashley.
I'm not.
I'll punch you.
I'm not. But like, I'm getting like up to here. See the line? That's not a wrinkle. That's my
Well,
line.
It's a wrinkle too.
That's my line of all the hang-ups of what's real, what's not, what's true, what's not. You know, who was OG and who just got here, and like, man, this used to be a thing of it was much more about inclusion. Believe it or not, when you were afraid to walk up and talk to some of these guys, there were more
Yes.
people that were accepting than than some of this shit is now.
Speaking of OGs, I watched the
OGs.
OGs. I watched the post of Flavor Flav playing the bass. I thought of you.
Shut up.
Just to let you know. Just saying. And Jason, I have Dana for that. I don't need Chris. Just to let you know.
But in all fairness, actually, the Prowl does look super cool.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, it's just the wrong time of year for us to come out there, especially. We've got some things in the works, so stay tuned. Stay tuned to some stuff coming from us in your neck of the woods. That's all I'm going to say.
Not hating, just saying.
Walt Lumpkin is here. Dakota Dawn is here.
Facebook user. Is that you, Pat Jansen?
No, it's Walt Lumpkin.
Oh.
Walt Lumpkin.
How come
in
it
the
comes
house.
up Facebook user?
No. I
private.
think Pat Jansen was trying to sneak in the back door.
I think that's
private.
Facebook is actually hung up on how Walt Lumpkin approaches
private.
his social media.
Oh, boy.
Walt Lumpkin has the best social media. His stuff is so funny. I love you, Walt.
I love you, man.
I love you, man.
That's a little weird.
Oh, man.
Actually, when it comes to, I have food envy. If you follow Walt's page, he's a total foodie. I would be 8,000 pounds.
Facebook user, I'm on live restriction. Now that might be Pat Jansen.
Yes.
No, it's Walt. Say that name, Chris. Three up from the bottom. Say it.
Three up from the bottom.
Bill Schlotzhauer.
Not bad.
How's
You
that?
did pretty good. You've been practicing.
Schlotzhauer rhymes with suck it. For you trying to make a joke out of my inability
Is that
to.
like who do you blow?
Who do you? All right, man.
Peanut
Listen,
was all excited. Apparently, they're going on tour.
Wow.
PETA.
No.
Oh. Who do you blow? Who do you blow's not going on tour?
Hootie and the Blowfish. Loser.
Oh, I thought Larry was going on tour for a second.
All right, so listen, let's get back on track here.
I get it.
Shop Talk. Yeah, see? Who do you blow?
Oh, you are still doing that magazine.
Shop Talk is a program we do every Sunday night through the courtesy of Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We have some entertainment. We bring on some guests. We do feature bikes and tech. Everything you would expect in a magazine if you've read it like Mark doesn't.
Jazzy hands.
And we start the whole thing off with a program we call The News.
The Shop Talk World Report is brought to you by Law Tigers. Get the compensation you deserve and get back on the road with Law Tigers.
With Law Tigers. Indian Motorcycle announces limited edition FTR times 100% R carbon with two. I feel like that's an elemental equation. FTR times 1,000% R carbon with 2024 model year lineup.
Is this an episode of The Big Bang Theory?
No idea what that means, Shelton. America's first motorcycle company today announced a brand collaboration with the popular American motocross brand 100%, along with its full 2024 model year lineup. Highlighted by a limited edition FTR 100% R Carbon, the 24 lineup features a new Indian Challenger Elite, a completely redesigned power band audio system, and updates across the entire Indian motorcycle lineup. You can check it out today at IndianMotorcycles.com. Speaking of Indian, I still can't get over how well that Sport Chief performs.
I know you really want to keep that.
Oh, I do.
That's a cool looking bike too.
That's and we could make it so much cooler.
I know. That's what I said. Wouldn't that be awesome? That let us cut it up in pieces and do something.
It's probably not improving our chances of keeping it by saying that.
Not even a
Why not?
little
Imagine
bit.
the whole parts line they can come out with if they gave it to us.
Oh, good Lord. It's good just the way it is, Indian Motorcycles.
It's awesome. It'd be a great chopper. That's all I'm saying.
It would.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Just offering an angle, offering a little angle.
No, it is good to see different things that you can do with a bike.
Yep.
I have to say.
And get a little look up the skirt,
Hello.
as they say. Booyah! Triumph raises the bar. New Tiger 900 range for 2024. New Tiger 900 range delivers more performance, more capability, more all-day comfort, and more attitude. I'll tell you what, man. The big American companies really have their hands full with companies like Triumph and Royal Enfield. They're really, really bringing a lot. And I mean, here you go. In case you're wondering what the range is all about, it looks like Triumph's throwing her hat in the ring to come right after the Pan American. 93.7 horsepower, to an impressive 106.5. It's achieved while gaining more torque and tractability at low RPM. Looks like a nice lightweight motorcycle with a lot of power. So we'll be looking for more on that.
It's nice to see him putting the effort in. Maybe that'll make other people put the effort in.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like if
not hating,
you know,
just saying,
watching over the years now, Triumph with that series of bikes that they put out that were little bobbers and stuff, and Ducati with the scramblers, and you know, Royal Enfield has been tearing shit up.
Oh yeah, they're coming out swinging.
Jeremy Sather, I'm right with you, Chris. Every time I uncrate one, I see a custom chopper build.
See,
that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do one. Let's see what happens.
Robin Hageblon got our sound effects up and running again. That's right.
He was very excited about that. Very.
I was. Speaking of Harley Davidson, we're usually pretty hard on Harley, but let's give them some credit where it's due. This comes in from Muscular Dystrophy News today. Harley Davidson dealers raise over $650,000 at the 36th annual MDA Ride for Life. Proceeds from the annual event will support disease research and advocacy.
Was that Ashley's do it to us doing the Indian? Could you imagine if they showed up and that thing was a chopper?
Oh my God! No.
That'd be fantastic.
We'd have to get permission first. We really would. That would be. I don't know if I could afford that.
Nope.
Okay, proceeds from the event held in October this year will help further organization's mission to empower those with muscular dystrophy and other neuromuscular diseases to live longer, more independent lives. The annual fundraiser involved more than 175 participants, including Harley-Davidson riders from 14 dealerships, along with 8 MDA families. Among them was MDA ambassador Callan, who lives with, see, I didn't make that up either, Charcot-Marie tooth disease. Ride took place in the small town of Ellisburg, Pennsylvania, which features a rolling countryside and verdant hills. So good on Harley Davidson.
Right. Give it back.
Absolutely. Look at Heather. Heather's giving it back to the keyboard.
You go.
Who
How about
doesn't
that
have
shirt?
Their phone on Do Not Disturb?
How about that shirt? Hey,
Gee, I wonder who that is.
Poppy's trying to tell me to ask for forgiveness.
Poppy, you shut your dirty mouth.
Hey, Ashley's nudging it on.
No, Ashley, unless y'all want to write that $20,000 check, you just shut your filthy mouth.
Yeah, don't threaten me, Ashley. I'll do it.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Hey, what if we did this? So
oh boy,
let's chop the hell out of it, but save all the stock parts.
That way.
And then we could say to him, look, if you don't like it, we can put it back.
No,
There's
it is
nothing
not
wrong with that.
yours. No.
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Now, to be fair, Heather, didn't they ask us to test the motorcycle?
No.
We're testing it.
I still have. Listen, I've tested its rideability, its functionality.
Christopher,
We
you
need
are
to test-
trying to make nice with these people. You shut up.
We need to test its
What the hell?
choppability.
You know, if I had room in my garage, every time my mom and dad bought me a bike, I'd chopped it up in pieces and made something weird out of it. She got all mad at me. You can accidentally drop it off at my house. I just don't have room in my garage. We do it in the trailer.
Oh,
Jeremy Sather, you guys just show up to Twin Cities Indian Motorcycle Lloyd's Garage in Rogers, Minnesota, and we just do it.
Nice.
Hey, listen.
all y'all are bad influences.
Actually,
you can't talk to my husband
That's a
anymore.
good idea.
We were having conversations. I need Lloyd's Garage to participate in Grease and Gears TV because we have a veritable plethora of stuff available to us in the world of Harley Davidson. But I don't have any Indian content. I would love to have some Indian tech, some Indian products. So all this stuff that's going on here, somebody from Lloyd's get in touch with us. And,
Indian food.
And let's get this. Yeah, I like a little curry.
Well, I don't know about the curry, but what's the bread? I love the bread. Naan.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Non.
Now I'm hungry. Real nice. Now I got to go.
Come out to Four Corners Rally Labor Day weekend.
Let's go
We
back.
actually just had Chip Lyle on a couple weeks ago from Four Corners.
Tim Sutherland. There you go.
Let's see. Ashley Woodford.
Let's go back to the news. We're almost there.
Oh, I
Can-Am.
forgot about the news.
Can-Am and RWF's 10th annual Road Warrior Ride for Veterans. Can-Am and Road Warrior Foundation recently came together to host an unforgettable adventure therapy ride that covered nearly 2,000 miles aboard Can-Am Spyder three-wheel vehicles. This year marked the 10th annual Road Warrior ride, which gives veterans the opportunity to disconnect from their day-to-day life and experience the incredible healing power of riding the open road, all completely free of charge.
I love it. I love any time we can get veterans on out in the wind for any kind of therapy.
Absolutely.
I don't care if it's 2 wheels, 3 wheels, whatever.
And this from our own home state, and I like to call this, I have a subheading of Pennsylvania juggles plums.
Oh, and we wonder.
Hey. Yeah, he's one of my good friends. We were on the cruise together. Yeah, I actually was talking to him about that same subject, about getting more Indian stuff. So, in for motorcycle power sport news, Pennsylvania Senate honors Harley-Davidson, Willie G. Davidson, and Davidson family. Last week, Pennsylvania Senate issued a proclamation honoring Willie G. Davidson, the Davidson family, and Harley-Davidson for 120 years of continuous motorcycle production, 50 years assembling motorcycles in the company's York, Pennsylvania manufacturing plant. Now, the reason I said Pennsylvania's like juggling plums is because they are so brutal in this state to their businesses that they have PR campaigns like this going around behind the dumbass decisions they make to make sure they're kissing enough ass of the businesses to try to keep them here.
Oh.
So
yeah.
that wasn't on Harley as much as it was Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Yeah, Pennsylvania can
Suck it.
Seriously, like, I mean, it's beautiful here, but sometimes I just don't understand how we live in this state.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Oh my goodness.
I'd have it no other way, though.
A veterans
easy,
chopper
everybody will
build.
be doing it.
Hey, I'm down with that. Hey, listen, man. One thing we want to keep you guys abreast of here is good friend of ours, of the show, of the magazine, of everything, John Jessup and Janine Jessup, Dream Rides Tennessee. Their bicycle drive is on. We just bought a group of motorcycles and sent them down.
No,
to
we
them.
did not buy a group of motorcycles.
Or bicycles. I'm sorry.
We'll see.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, Heather.
No, I want to talk about this one.
Go ahead.
Last year alone, between the two dealerships, their California location and Tennessee location, they gave over 300 bicycles to children. They changed 300 lives in their communities through the goodness of people like you all watching. I don't love to support the big box stores, but if you go on to, I'll just say at Walmart.com right now, they have their Black Friday deals going early, and I got 4 bicycles for around $220 total. They're about $50 a piece. They're being shipped directly to Dream Rides. And just for doing that, if you send them a bicycle, they're going to enter you to win a custom motorcycle. And I think it's a Road Glide this year. Just so they can give bicycles to kids.
Yep.
And $50, that's all it costs. $50 to change a kid's life and maybe win a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a good program. So make sure you're checking them out on Facebook. We're actually set to have one or both of them on the show here real quick, aren't we?
I think we're going to do it the Sunday after Thanksgiving because all the sales are still going on and we can hopefully, top that 300 bicycles. If you can't afford a bicycle this year, maybe send a helmet.
Yeah, Heather, if you have here, I think I have the link, right?
And when you send it, if you ship it, if you're not in the Tennessee or California area, Stockton area, ship it, make sure you put your name as the attention so they know who to contact if you potentially win that motorcycle, who to thank. So it's your name, your phone number, and then their shipping address.
Right on. Nick Hildebredt in late with us, but he's apologetic.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Well, don't be late again.
But
You'll be penalized.
hey, man, listen, you guys are watching Shop Talk. We got a hell of a show still coming at you here, but we're going to take 2 minutes right now and look at not one, but 2 cool feature bikes. When we come back on the other side, we're bringing in Eric Vaughan from Destroyer Garage, and we're going to talk about the High Tides Chopper Show. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Shop Talk.
Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
My name's Andrew Castle. I'm from Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. This motorcycle I brought today is a 2022 Harley-Davidson Softail Street Bob. Cut and extended the front end and the frame. Went 12 over on the front end coming up, and I went 4 out on the backbone. Redid the motor. I built the motor, doing a full 131 kit. Then I upgraded even from there with cams. Has 178 horse, 168 pounds of torque. Molded the tank. Had my friends at Chi-Town South do my paint job for me. And my buddy Eric do my tuning, doing all my dyno tuning for me at Knight's Performance. Well, the wiring was a real pain in the ass on this. I had to cut and extend all the wiring. It took me probably about a week to figure out all the wiring and figure out what I needed and what I didn't need for the wiring. My garage at home is about a 10 by 20 garage. I got a mill, I got a lathe in there. What else do I have in there? Welders from TIG, MIG, and stick. Oxygen acetylene. I got 2 big weld tables in my garage. Yeah, I'm a union iron worker, so I get a lot of steel from home and from work. I'll call my boss and do that. That second bike back there is it's a 1984 Harley-Davidson Softail. I took the frame apart and I took a frame that I bought, and then I cut that frame and did some adjusting because I didn't like how it rode. Did a fully built motor in that one. That one's got 117 horsepower, 115 torque, I want to say, off the top of my head. Again, primary push rods, all that stuff. Done a lot of miles on that bike. Yeah, in 3 years, I've clocked 70,000 miles on that bike. It's all powder-coated front end and also the frame. The front end, I found a Springer in a swap meet and it was all bent to shit. So I cut that apart and made that Springer out of stuff at the house. And watching guys build bikes and getting interested in guys that are building bikes, it keeps me occupied. It gives me more motivation and ideas to keep building bikes. Hi, my name's Andrew Castle. I'm from Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, and I'm a Dennis Kirk Garage Builder.
Hey, it's Billy from Twisted Tea. We're live in Sturgis, and you're watching Shop Talk.
The only thing standing between you and the open road is some garage time with the right parts and accessories to make your motorcycle roar. And that's why riders everywhere choose DennisKirk.com, the one stop you need to get your Harley back on the road. Our knowledgeable tech staff will help you navigate our more than 185,000 parts, apparel, and accessories that are ready to ship today, with free shipping on all orders over $89. So tune up your ride and get ready for the next adventure. Ride more, wait less. Dennis Kirk.
Whether riding takes you from A to B or just lets you escape, there's a flow to the road you share. So go with it. Eyes open, and always have the Law Tigers by your side. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, visit us at lawtigers.com. Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
All right, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. You're watching Shop Talk on this lovely Sunday night as we get ready to fill our bellies with turkey and usher in the 2023 holiday season.
You're all about the turkey tonight.
I am. I can't
You could
wait.
have Thanksgiving every day.
I could. There's a place,
My most
Mark.
unfavorite meal.
There's a place.
If you tell me about that up there one more time, I'm cutting your turkey.
It's the old people restaurant. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Loser.
It's like, and he wants to go at like 4 o'clock. Confirms.
You know
he's
what
the
I
old
like
people.
is he tells me about that like 43 times a year. I've known Chris 40 years.
It's new for me all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm talking for everybody else. There's
and
a place.
I'm sorry, it's not even that good.
There's a place in Laconia, New Hampshire. It's called Hart's Turkey Farm, that you can buy a full Thanksgiving dinner 365 days a year. at your fingertips, a complete,
I
like
don't
you
want
get all
Thanksgiving
the
dinner on
trimming,
It's
Thanksgiving.
old people dinner.
whatever.
It's an
Dude.
early bird special. Get it, early bird special.
I saw what you did there. All right, so listen, man.
Old people.
Let's get to this great guest.
We've wow, what a build up. We've known Eric for quite some time now. As we made our way into Texas, God, it's been, at least 12 or 14 years that we've been doing stuff at Lone Star Rally.
A long time.
But as we started to build up the seaside and do shows over there and everything, and many things he was involved in when we came up with In Motion Show, he's been judging the show over there, and he's just always been great support for us, and he's been a great friend. Well, this year, Eric and a couple guys got together, and they started a brand new thing on the pier side of the island during Lone Star Rally called the High Tides Chopper Show, and it was great to see so many choppers back on the island, because they really did get a lot of chopper guys out. So let's get them on the line and check out Eric Vaughan from Destroyer Garage.
Just Hanging Out in the Shop is brought to you by Spectral Oils. Made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth.
How do I sit?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How are you doing?
See, Mark, he got the memo. It's flannel night.
Flannel night. That's right.
Flannel night, he's in. I'm out.
That's it. Ain't playing no games, Eric. Tell him.
So how long has it been that we know you now, man? How long ago did we actually hook up? I don't mean hook up.
Probably.
You hooked up with Eric?
Oh my God.
Ew.
The truth comes
I
out.
wasn't supposed to say anything to Heather.
I
You
knew
let the
it.
cat out of the bag, man. I would say probably about nine years.
Yeah.
Maybe 10, but yeah, about 9 years, I think.
Yeah, good long time. So for quite a long time, we tried to get stuff together, like down by Bubba Gump Shrimp. We were trying to get a swap meet thing going, or an AMCA kind of meet down there, and finally, I give you guys all the credit in the world. You got a proper chopper display going on the island.
Yes, sir. We sure do. High Tide Chopper Show we put on, that Saturday or that Friday night of Lone Star Rally on Pier 21, and it was great. It was a great success. We had probably 60 bikes, I think. That was a turnout for that, and we're stoked to do it again next year.
Yeah,
it's an amazing show, and I'm honored to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, isn't one of the things to talk about here though, like when you do stuff behind the scenes for these things, you don't have an appreciation until you're actually trying to accomplish something while 600,000 people are trying to get their party on. Like, you got to talk about how fun it is.
100%. Yeah, that's a fact. It's hard, to even put that on. Like, you don't really enjoy the party. It's like you got a bunch of things going on. You have a lot of things to organize, and it's crazy to even think about, like, man, you got this show to put on, and it's hard to just enjoy everything that's going on. But yeah, we rocked it, man. We put it on pretty good, and it was a great show. Love it.
Well, listen. Before we go on any further, because we have a bunch of other stuff to talk to you about, especially your upcoming show, which is your annual thing at the Nitty Gritty Chopper City.
Yes, sir.
We want to really talk to you about that tonight. But let's take a minute and let's look at the event report from the High Tides Chopper Show.
On Location is brought to you by Clockwork. It's your ride, you decide.
I haven't seen those.
Pat Jansen here, Grease and Gears TV. What's Grease and Gears TV? Oh, well, let me tell you. Just go on Google. You can get it on iOS and Android and Fire Stick and Roku. But you can also just Google it, go to the website. And it's good V-twin content, 24/7, everything you ever wanted to know about motorcycles, events, fun stuff, go to it, Grease and Gears TV. Anyway, we're here in Galveston at the Lone Star Rally 2023 and have happened upon a great show, the High Tide Chopper Show. Eric Vaughan.
I run a shop in Houston, Texas called Destroyer Garage, and we teamed up with Daryl Borba, with Dirty Misfit, and Michael Lichter, and the Lone Star Rally to put on the High Tide Chopper Show down here on Pier 21. And as you can see, we got bikes from one end to the other, vintage Harley Davidsons, panheads, knuckleheads, shovelheads, and we got a beautiful backdrop right here. You got the, what is that, the Destroyer?
Yes, yeah.
The battleship.
You got the battleship in the background, a little intimidating.
It's just amazing
now,
to have the opportunity to.
Yeah, well, and this is great. And again, remind us, what makes this show different than all the other shows we're going to see here at the Lone Star Rally?
Yeah, these are handmade machines. You know, people pouring their heart and soul into these bikes, and kind of, I don't know, make them represent what they think the motorcycle should look like, and it's just it's an amazing piece of artwork.
They're choppers, yeah. This is going to be different. I mean, there's a place for everybody, and here at the Lone Star Rally now, there's a place for choppers. And that's always great.
Want to keep that alive, man.
Yeah.
It's a dying breed in some aspects, and just this is what I appreciate to see.
Absolutely. Well, this is a place that's good because this is the first year. And of course, you always hope for years to come that this is going to happen here. But so this isn't the first annual. People say that all the time, and it pisses me off. This is the inaugural event, and then you can have a second annual. So this is an inaugural event. And so I just have to get a little English lesson out there for folks. But for your inaugural event, how many bikes, have you counted them? Do you know how many bikes you got in here?
Looks like we got maybe 50, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a little bit more. It's still the early hour.
Yeah.
So as the day goes on, I think we're gonna
now
cram them in here pretty good.
When are you going to be doing awards?
4:30. We're going to be doing awards 4:30. We got we got Buildwell that has donated all kinds of stuff. Lowbrow Customs has donated. Cycle Source has donated, and everybody just come together to make this happen, and I'm really truly appreciative of that.
Well, Eric, it's great to meet you. I can't believe we haven't run into each other before, but it's always good to meet new people in the motorcycle industry, and that's the other reason we do this stuff, and the other reason you should always come to great events like the Lone Star Rally in Galveston, Texas. So thanks for being with us. If you're ever here, come down to Pier 21. It smells like fish. Raw fish, but there's some restaurants down here you can get some food at, and on Fridays there's cool choppers. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
So pretty good. Like it looks like you guys definitely passed over 100 bikes by the time the full count was in.
I think it was like 60.
Yeah.
I did count 60.
Leave it to you to think it's bigger, Chris. Come on now.
I would like to think it's bigger too.
Yeah.
It's a guy thing.
Something totally cool about that is Lone Star, like we've been there so many times. When we were doing In Motion there, bringing a little chopper culture into that, that's seems to be a big party of baggers that love the rev limit. And to bring choppers more into that mix is awesome. To see you pulling those people in there, get more of those choppers running down there, it's super cool.
I 100% agree with that. That's what we wanted to do, is just bring the community down there, and like we have our own little area amongst all the chaos that happens down there. And this, I love it, man. I hope it happens for many years after this. And
Well,
man.
we'll for sure.
I want to put the chopper community together for sure.
We'll for sure be
I want to include
supporting it.
everybody and bring everybody together. At all costs. I want to do that. Yes.
Right on. So let's talk about the next big thing you have coming up, because your annual event now. How many years have you been doing Nitty Gritty?
So Nitty Gritty, this is going to be my 8th year doing Nitty Gritty Chopper City, and it's been very small for the last 8 years. I've been just kind of winging it, flying by the seat of my pants type of deal. But this year is kind of a new animal. It's like I've kind of stepped it up a little bit and taken some, risks and, just trying to make it work and trying to provide the community with a bigger event. And I think it's going to be okay. I'm just doing the best I can to make it work. And I think it's going to be pretty rad. And that's going to be March 22nd to the 24th at Salmon Lake Park in Grapeland, Texas. And I found this place because I went up there to meet my buddy Filthy Gringo in Crockett, and he told me, man, I got this place for you to check out. So we rode out there, and I looked at this place, and I couldn't believe it. Like, it's got this lake in the middle of it with these cabins surrounding the lake. It's got this 40-foot water slide.
Wow.
It's got a whoops, sorry about that. It's got a stage. It's got a tree house you can rent. I mean, and it's got a lot of Texas history. And I want to just kind of share that with people. I want to use this place as an opportunity to build a badass show and share it and, just provide to the community, man. I just want to make a big party, and I want everybody involved.
Well, you know what, man? There's a lot of guys on here talking about they appreciated seeing your show from Galveston, and they were given some credit about Smoke Out that we do, and it's I think we're kind of back into a place where it doesn't have to be hundreds of thousands of people. If you can get to a place where you're honestly celebrating the culture and you're having fun with your friends, it doesn't like that size.
That's all.
Bullshit.
That's the only thing that matters.
Yep.
So now size doesn't matter. Seriously?
Well, you guys.
It's the motion of the ocean, right?
I'm just saying.
It's bullshit.
I'm going to stay out of this completely, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah, now you're quiet. Okay, now you're quiet.
Again.
No, I absolutely have to agree. In cases like this of, events like Nitty Gritty and Smoke Out and Fandango, less is more.
Fandango's
less
my
is
favorite.
more.
There is.
Because you get, it's almost like, and I don't know about there, Eric, but it's almost like you handpicked that everybody that shows up, because they're all just so chill and they're all there for the same reason, and they don't care if there's cell service, because they're actually they're there in the moment, digging the bikes, digging the company.
Hey, look at our first BMRs. Our second-year tagline was, "It's not really that good."
Just so people wouldn't come.
Yeah, and I mean, we wanted that whole, and I know this isn't your point, but our whole point of BMR originally was somewhere that we can all go, was a group of people that set up and was the circus for events, just to go have fun and throw down. And after the first year, we were like, dude, we don't want anybody to come to this. Like, we just want a shit kick just like we do, and we had a blast. And I'm sure that's the direction you're going in. But to bring more people in and show them that inside, dude, that's huge. Give the people that don't get that chance the opportunity to be inside that circle. You'll start drawing a lot of people in. And especially down there, Texas is awesome.
Oh, Texas.
I mean, I'd never say that to Clinton Wallace, but Texas to me is fantastic. So.
But hey, listen, Heather was trying to talk Clinton into letting Bobby have another animal inside the house today.
A house cow.
A house cow. There is no such thing as a house cow.
I think Bobby's still mad at me because they had one of those mini cows that kept getting away, and I told Clinton they were going to invite us down for a little barbecue.
No, they sold that one.
A mini barbecue.
No, they're going to have a house cow.
Yeah, they almost did there for a little while.
There is no such thing as a house cow.
There is too. I will prove it.
House horse, house
You
cow.
ain't proving it here, Tootsie.
You're gonna have to go away.
Well, I had a
some
couple of
weekend
roommates
without
that
me.
knew where the fridge was, and I called them house cows. I can tell you that.
Kenny,
I think-
Kenny, how are you still friends with him?
Well,
I think. Hey,
it was more Ollie.
I think Nitty Gritty is gonna have to be a divide and conquer weekend. I just look at the dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Nitty Gritty.
When's the date?
We're gonna divide and conquer.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna go to Nitty Gritty.
What's the
You really
other?
have no choice. You gotta go.
What's
gonna
the other
be-
event?
It's gonna be an amazing show. It is.
What's it coincide
See,
with?
somebody's gonna bring me the mini cow.
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
Somebody just volunteered.
We can
What-
talk to Clinton and Bobby. They can bring him.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the other
I'm sure
event?
Bobby will
Donnie
be more
Smith.
than happy to bring the baby.
Well, if
cow.
you guys go to Donnie Smith, I'll go to Nitty Gritty.
There you go.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
That wasn't what I said.
I'm sure me and Cochran would go down there.
No.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
No, what I said, Mark, is
I've talked
I
to Jeff.
I will go. I will take him for the team.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. He was going to just say something to Jeff. You know, me and Jeff talked about going to Texas last year again. So, and we haven't really gone anywhere for a while. So it's time me and Jeff need to go to a show.
I've talked to Jeff a couple times about it. Talk with him and see what he says. I would love for you guys to come down for Nitty Gritty. Absolutely. I would love Jeff Cochran to be there. If he
I
could
might-
be there,
Me,
I
Jeff,
would love
Clinton, Bobby, and Dana.
Yeah.
While you guys are at Donnie
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Listen, I might have to supply some gas money and some bail bonds.
probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, last
No
time me and
shit.
Clint were together, we almost beat up a security guard. So you might need bail money.
Hey,
So-
listen, you got an offer now, Heather, that this could be your emotional support mini
See?
cow.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, you watch next time you go away.
Listen, tell
I'm just
me
saying.
again, how do we ban users on the chat? Oh shit. So listen, I'm remiss by not mentioning the fact that like all of this starts with you at Destroyer's Garage.
Yeah.
And you should talk a little bit about where all that comes from.
Got a visitor.
So basically, me and this dude right here, we started in the garage in like 2013 and just started building motorcycles, man. I started selling stuff on Craigslist and people would come over and buy stuff off Craigslist and I would build bikes for myself and these people would see what I was doing and, kind of inquire like, can you do that for me? And I didn't see a reason why I couldn't and just started doing it. And I started a business out of it, basically. And I was making more money in my garage than I was at my day job. And then started a shop. And then, just kind of made it work and just started living that life. And now I'm fully committed. Like, I'm starting to get face tattoos now. Neck tattoos because I know that's all I'm gonna do, right? so that's how it happened, man. And I'm just trying to make it work, do the best I can.
You know you're in
Told my
deep when you
family
get a
all
face
that.
tattoo.
Right?
Yeah. You're in all the way. Yeah. I said
you're in all the way.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Get a face tattoo. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Then no problem. Get a face tattoo, no problem.
Well, listen, tell everybody where they can keep track of you, both with the events and with the motorcycle stuff.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at Destroyer_Garage or Nitty Gritty Chopper City, or you can follow me on Facebook, Destroyer Garage or Nitty Gritty Chopper City. That's about it. I got a personal account that nobody really knows about. I think I'll keep that to myself. But that's it. Destroyer Garage _ that's Destroyer _Garage or Nitty Gritty Chopper City on Instagram.
Well,
That's where you can-
Heather has a
Yep.
link up for you, and between now and the next time we talk to you, we're going to try to put this Jeff Cochran Mark version of the Thelma and Louise movie.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, we've done the Texas
Awesome.
Drive more than once.
Awesome.
Right? But
And,
listen,
I totally
and
got
also, I
screwed
do
on that
want to
one.
say something that so the cabins are going really fast for Nitty Gritty. And if anybody wants to stay in a cabin, probably got to book tomorrow.
Wow.
If you don't book tomorrow, the next day, they're probably going to be gone. We sold on Friday, well, on Thursday when I released the cabins, we sold 19 out of 28.
Nice.
And now there's only 6
Congratulations.
left. So
Is there lodging and stuff? Is there anything around otherwise than that?
yeah, there's lodging. There's 28 cabins, right?
Oh, I meant outside of
the
that.
whole lake. The place is absolutely beautiful. You go up salmonlakepark.com. There's not much on there, but if you look at my Instagram on Nitty Gritty Chopper City, I put some photos on there. Kind of gives you a pretty good idea what to expect.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful piece of property, man. Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
there's RV parking.
Look
There's
at that. Dude, it
350
looks like old
campsites.
BMR.
Yeah, it does.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's absolutely amazing.
Mark, you hate
So the
it. You don't
story-
camp. I will go.
The story with this place is the dude back in the 60s used to own a house moving company. And so he had this property that, you know, kind of, he had cattle on, and he just, you know, moved these houses on this property. And he started building, like,
Dude, there's
like
your bubble
little-
body.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he started building, like, little cabins on this property and created it into, like, a family resort type deal.
Nice.
And it's been this way since the early 70s.
Mark,
I kind of think of it kind of like a Camp Crystal Lake type
Yeah.
deal in a way, because it's kind of that vibe. No bullshit.
That's
And
awesome.
it's super cool. Like, it's got a tree house you can rent.
You know, I'm thinking.
Hey, wait,
Huge
hang
fucking
on.
turtles.
I have a question. Mark, how long's it been since you've been to Donnie Smith?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
see,
just saying.
that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, I think the impact would be now that you're the yellow shirt, you got to go to Donnie Smith. You're written into it. So I'll have to take one for the team here. But Heather, on the other note of that, I don't camp, but I could pop the cap off the dually. Jeff Cochran has small bikes. I could and then we could just take the camper.
Yeah, you can take the camper.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm totally cool with that, Mark. If you
Hey,
guys,
I
What?
mean, we can
that
put
is not how that was supposed to work.
we can put an extension on there, and then I can bring one of the choppers. We'll have one of Jeff's bike, one of the choppers.
We're
Hey, worst
fighting.
comes to worst, we can cut a hole in the back of that
Mark,
camper
it's
and
gonna
slide
be
a
hot.
bike
You don't
in.
like to
I'm thinking
No.
I'm thinking you can take my dually and my camper, and the chopper can go in the back
Wait a
of the
minute.
truck
no,
too.
here's the deal. It's gonna be hot. Mark doesn't like to be hot.
AC
he
in the
should
camper
go to
works.
Donnie Smith.
But the AC in the camper
no,
works
you're
fine.
gonna melt. Trust me.
Well, me and Jeff
Look
usually
what you
go out
did.
and
Look what you did now.
me and Jeff had normally only go out and later in the evening anyway, so it would be good.
Thanks, Eric. Now we're fighting.
You know I'm going to be on the phone with Jeff first thing tomorrow morning, Eric, right?
I've been on the phone with Jeff the last couple weeks. I don't think he really knows who I am.
Oh, yes, he
I've
does.
talked
He
to
most
him a couple
certainly
times,
he most certainly
but
does. He had
if you say
mentioned
something, he'll know.
when I talked to him earlier today, he had mentioned that you were on the show tonight. So, yeah,
Oh, cool,
he definitely
cool.
knows who you are.
Okay, cool.
But it would be super cool to come down there. We haven't been there in a couple years. I mean, my schedule's usually pretty horrible, but yeah, you never know. We could probably pull something off. So,
I would be completely honored if you guys came to my show.
well, you know, I have a
couldn't
list.
even
Like
express
I need
to you.
like Reese's sticks.
Yeah,
I
he's got a rider that's a real pain in the ass. All right, well, listen, man. Thank you so much for taking time with us tonight, and thank you for doing your part to bringing choppers back on the island for Lone Star.
You're welcome, man. Anytime, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
See you,
All
Eric.
right. Have a good night.
All right, hey man, you're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio Network. We got lots more show. Don't go anywhere. We got people to talk to up here. Kieran is reminding me to grease my wheel bearings just after a similar mishap today. We'll talk about that right after we look at this cool new product. You're watching Shop Talk.
Hey, this is Jason from Torque Performance with a new product showcase. Today's showcase features a few great products from Motion Pro.
The product spotlight is brought to you by Drag Specialties, the world's largest distributor of aftermarket accessories.
First up is the wheel alignment tool for the new M8 Softails. This innovative tool helps you check rear wheel alignment quickly and easily and offers a convenient use without the removal of most exhaust systems. Correct wheel alignment is essential for safe handling, and it reduces wear on the drive belt and pulley. This is designed for use on 2018 and up M8 Softails and retails around $27. Next up is the steering bearing tool for 14 and up baggers. This great tool removes and installs tapered roller bearings on both steering stems. Its compact design will fit within the steering stops on the lower triple clamp, and it removes the bearing without damaging the steering stem. The bearing driver adapter installs new bearings without damage to the bearing or the steering stem, and these come in right at about $80. Lastly is the Ringer fork seal driver. These come in multiple fitments starting at 35 millimeter all the way up to 50 millimeter. This innovative design makes this tool easier and safer to use than old-fashioned pinned aligned drivers. The anodized aluminum locking ring features a knurled finish for secure no-slip grip and positively locks the body halves together during use. There's no more worrying about part of the tool falling off and damaging the fork leg or hitting your feet. The Ringer fork seal driver is perfectly weighted to drive seals. The body halves are machined from durable carbon steel and feature high-quality protective E-coating with laser engraved markings. These units come in at $50. Visit motionpro.com for more information or to order yours today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
I'm Brian Clock from Clockworks in Mitchell, South Dakota, and you're watching Shop Talk.
Everything we do at the track shapes what we build for the street and the dirt.
You can see how bad these guys want it. A race to the line.
For us, racing is not for the trophies or the glory. We compete because it makes everything we do faster, more durable, and tested to a higher standard. For S&S, racing is the ultimate in proven performance, and we've been proving it since 1958.
Hey, what's up? It's Chris with Cycle Source Magazine, and I am here today to celebrate the launch of Grease and Gears TV. If you have Netflix, you understand it's basically the motorcycle equivalent of a Netflix type channel. Turn on your Roku, turn on your Fire Stick, iOS device, Android. There's Grease and Gears TV. What I want to talk to you about today is now until the end of the year, we're going to be running a special giveaway sweepstakes for everybody who signs up for Grease and Gears TV. We have been very, very lucky in our relationship with Mr. Bear Houghton over at White Knuckler brand. He has made an exclusive set of knives just for our fans and subscribers over at Grease and Gears TV. So we're gonna take a nice picture of these and put them out on social media for everybody to see. I want to send Bear a very big thank you for this. Right across the spine of these knives, you'll see the Grease and Gears insignia. This is a special one-time, one-person only for the launch of Grease and Gears TV. You're going to get an opportunity to get this, and you don't have to do anything other than sign up and get great motorcycle media. So in addition to the great grand prize from White Knuckler brand, we're going to have tons of prizes from all of our sponsors: Dennis Kirk, Twisted Tea, Cycle Source, Smokeout, a bunch of our friends in the industry that will be given away at the end of the year as this kickoff sweepstakes wraps up. But additionally, every month you're going to have an opportunity. If you're one of our super fans on Grease and Gears, you're going to have an opportunity to win free stuff. It's just one of the perks for being involved in the program. So check it out today. Grease and Gears TV, powered by Dennis Kirk. Okay, so you guys are going to get tired of hearing me say stuff about Grease and Gears TV, but I have to break in for a second. Rob Nussbaum is on, and I have to read you his quote. Because it's Thanksgiving week, I want to remind everyone, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys can fly.
What a great episode that was, too.
I want to go back to Grease and Gears TV for a second. For those of you that have subscribed, if you opted out of emails, it makes it really hard for me to send you stuff.
Yeah, we can't send you free stuff if you opted out of emails. We actually have, Mark, half of the people that signed up for the channel so far
opted out of emails.
So as we're sending out things, and
like
worse
I'm
than
trying
that,
to give people things.
Yeah, you have to have your emails on.
So, and I promise we won't sell your shit.
No.
Your mother is. You know, you're going to see her in like 3 days.
I know. Son of a I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, Judy. We try so hard to keep her humble.
See, and you think it's me, Judy.
Shit just went south.
Check this out. I'm chatting with Carrie over here. Daniel Donnelly is going to come on Shop Talk.
Stop already.
Shut the front door. I'm so excited.
God, I love him. One of my favorite people right there.
Wait a minute. Carrie, is he watching?
Like she's going to answer you.
She
and we all went,
no.
Is he?
She's watching right now. I want to know. I want to know if he's watching, because if he is.
What are you going to do? Song and dance?
Oh, yep, he's watching.
Jazz
Hold
hands?
on. I'm going to drop something in the folder for you.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
This is a surprise for Daniel live on the show.
Oh, I wish he was here, damn it. Wait a minute. Keep talking. It's gonna take me a second.
For those people who don't know Daniel, if you ever get the opportunity to meet him. He is
one of the sweethearts.
Dude,
of
he
this
is
whole
a
thing.
wealth of knowledge.
Yep.
He's the king of tricks, man.
And
truly is.
Actually, I want to show Daniel something cool about Grease and Gears TV, because I don't think he knows this.
That's right.
But on the
we almost watched that
under the tech department. Look at this. This is a way, way early segment that Daniel and I did from the Source Garage.
Yeah, boy.
Hi, I'm Daniel from Pandemonium Custom Choppers. We're here in the Source Garage today. We're putting together some battery cables. I like to use car stereo wire. It has very fine. When I heat this up,
look at that.
What I normally do is I just kind of tug on it a little bit. As you can see, it's very great battery cable. It'll last you a long time.
One of my hands down favorite things that every time we ever do anything with a bike, it's the kickstand Daniel trick.
Right?
You know, it never fails.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So
it's there.
Tim Sutherland, you can actually check Grease and Gears out today. It's live right now, so you can go to greaseandgears.com or Roku or Fire Stick and all that goodness. It's where?
It's in tonight's folder.
Okay, let me go get it real quick while you're talking.
Don't know, Daniel does the DIY tech every month in Cycle Source. He's been doing it for like over 10 years.
Yeah.
And I love his techs because they are for the everyman. And I'm hoping...
Mark, if you don't understand what Heather's talking about, we publish a magazine. and
still?
Yeah. People read it, and other people write for it.
Wow. I'm going to have to look for that.
And Daniel does techs for the everyman, like for the average guy in the shop. And I love how he does it, because he makes it so even I can understand it. And I could be like, so when Chris does the kickstand thing, I'm like, hey, no, it's the 2x4 or the level.
So she can tell me how
this.
I'm doing it wrong.
And I would love for Daniel to do some Grease and Gears content of his techs that he does in the magazine.
And like not only does he know a lot of little tips, but the dude knows metric as well as he knows the V-twin. Like he's just a wealth, and his shit's so clean and crisp and cool. Like everything he builds he's always been one of my favorite builders, hands down.
Okay, so Miss Carrie, is Daniel currently watching right now, watching the screen? Answer in the text, because we have to know that his eyes are on the screen first.
Oh boy, we're waiting for the reply with bated breath.
That is the worst drum roll I've ever heard. Okay,
so the answer
Carrie
is
said yes.
Yep.
Daniel,
is he blushing?
This comes from all of us at the magazine, from our hearts. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, I am so happy to have Daniel on the cover this month. Like, you have no idea.
Now, this magazine will be out in a couple weeks. It'll be on newsstands everywhere, and you subscribers will actually have it within the next week. It features one of the best motorcycles, I believe, in Daniel's career.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful. There's also a complete article on the test ride we did on the Sport Chief.
And dude, if you don't
Bunch
know
other
him,
great stuff.
go check him out. You know, get online, check out some of his stuff. Daniel's an artist
good
through
dude.
and through.
It's been far too long since he's
Oh yeah, been on the
since
front.
he's been there. Yep, far too long, and we're so happy it's there.
Good old friend.
Right on, man. So listen, this is it. We're overtime now. Hope every one of you guys has a fantastic holiday, and hope nobody ends up with a turkey in the backyard. See, why does she look confused when I say that?
Sons of bitches.
Has no one else, I want to see in the comments section, has no one else ever had a family holiday where somebody ended up crying and drunk at the table and said, "That's it, you've ruined Thanksgiving," and then whipped the turkey into the backyard? No. Really? I'm the only person this has ever happened
Well,
to.
you know my family, so you know that's not happening. It'd be like 5 turkeys, first off.
Okay, this is bullshit. I was led to believe that this happens in a lot of families. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure it does, honey. I'm sure it does.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well,
I mean,
listen.
it's usually on an episode of Cops.
We're going to be back here next week.
Neighborhood Wars.
We're going to be back here next week with more motorcycle madness.
Oh.
All the good stuff. Everything we can cram into 120 minutes of two-wheel bullshit. We're going to have big fat bellies from a great turkey day. We hope you have one too. Until next time, go out in the garage, do something with your motorcycle. Until next Sunday, when we get back together, same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Gobble, gobble, Felicia.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for their continued support, and we hope you pay them a visit when you're in the market for great motorcycle parts, products, and events. S&S Cycle, Makuni American, Baco Parts, The Broken Spoke Saloon, Twisted Tea, The Iron Horse Saloon, High Seas Rally, Twisted Choppers, Twin Power, Drag Specialties, Geico, Law Tigers, Tech Cycle, Fueling Parts, Lone Star Rally, Hijinks Apparel, Progressive Insurance, Spectral Oil, No School Choppers, Motion ProTools.